Poor sleep habits are completely sabotaging your progress towards building a better physique. I get it. You work long hours and you focus so much on your career. But what has that done to your body? Your sleep quality sucks. And because of that, you're struggling to lose fat, you're struggling to build muscle, and your quality of life is just slowly decaying. If what I've just said sounds like the current situation you're in, you need to listen up. So today, I'm going to be talking about how you can improve your sleep quality and duration so you can now start losing fat and putting on muscle. Now, before I go over how we can achieve better sleep, I'm going to first go over the problems a lack of high quality sleep can create in your life. Research shows that sleep deprivation causes an increase in the hormone ghrelin, which stimulates hunger, whilst reducing leptin levels, a hormone that signals satiety. This imbalance increases cravings for high-calorie, sweet, and fatty foods. If your goal is to lose body fat, you can see just how much this is going to affect the process of doing so. Lack of sleep will simply want to make you eat more food. Lack of sleep will also affect your overall performance, not only in the gym, but also your performance during work. Lack of sleep will cause brain fog, due to the fact that it affects the body's ability to produce adequate amounts of testosterone. Testosterone is the number one hormone in the male body. It's responsible for things like muscle growth and energy levels. Having low amounts of it due to poor sleep will affect the overall performance of these things. With all of that, let's now dive into how we can optimize our sleep, specifically as an entrepreneur or a career-driven individual, so we can access the benefits that high performance can provide us. Now, the very first thing you need to be making sure you're doing is establishing a very consistent sleep and wake time, or with about 30 minutes of leniency. This is because the body responds really well to consistency in all areas. By regulating your body's circadian rhythm, your body will know when it's time to go to sleep, and it won't have any issues doing so. For example, if you're going to bed at 10:30 p.m. one night and 12 a.m. another night, your body's going to have no idea what time it needs to go to bed at, especially if it's continuing to be stimulated right up until before you go to bed. Which leads me to the second thing you can do to improve your sleep, which is to avoid blue light exposure within an hour before you go to bed. Research shows that blue light exposure suppresses melatonin secretion, a hormone that regulates sleep, leading you to spend more time going to sleep. It also affects our sleep architecture, reducing REM sleep and increasing wakefulness after falling asleep. If it is not possible to completely avoid blue light an hour before going to bed, I would recommend getting yourself a pair of blue light glasses. These are going to help fight off the reduction in melatonin caused by blue light, but still probably not as effective as avoiding blue light entirely. Caffeine is something we all know we should avoid close to bedtime. Caffeine has a well-documented effect on sleep, affecting both its quality and structure. One of the main effects of caffeine is increasing the time it takes you to fall asleep. However, if you're a regular caffeine consumer, for example, intaking pre-workout supplementation, on top of 2, 3, 4 plus coffees per day, you've probably developed some form of tolerance to it. So even if intaking caffeine later in the afternoon, you might not experience that sleep latency. However, even still, it is massively affecting the overall quality and structure of your sleep. Research reports to us that we should probably be stopping caffeine consumption about 8 to 9 hours before bedtime to limit the effects on sleep. This becomes a lot easier once you develop a consistent sleep and wake time, because you'll know exactly what time you need to be stopping caffeine consumption at. And if you're going to use pre-workout supplementation, when you should plan your workout accordingly. Now, once you've implemented those main core habits into your sleep routine, if you're still looking to improve your sleep further, this is where supplementation can come into play. I do want to stress this to you. Sleep supplementation will only give you that extra 5 to 10% improvement. Just like the supplements we use for our training, we should not see them as the main tool we have access to. Instead, we should use them as that little bit extra on top. That being said, I like to keep my sleep supplementation small and simple. The main 4 I use are magnesium glycinate at 400 milligrams, L-theanine at 3 to 400 milligrams, glycine at 3 to 5 grams, and apigenin at about 150 milligrams, all taken 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime. These are all going to assist you in not only falling asleep faster, but improving your overall sleep quality and structure. There you have it, guys. If your sleep has been lacking, make sure to give these tips a go. I would always recommend starting with dialing your sleep habits in first, and then once all of those tips have been implemented, adding in supplementation if needed. Alright, that is the end of the video, guys. If you did find some value out of this video, make sure to subscribe so you do not miss out on future videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.